Welcome back, babies. As you can see, we are back with another tutorial and we are doing something very creative. I am on my remake journey, creative journey to become a better artist. So I'm doing a lot of remakes, a lot of inspo makeup tutorials, and this one is by a very beloved creator named MUA Mason, right? Those of you who do not know, please go check that baby out. That child has some of the most gag-worthy makeup tutorials and looks I have ever seen. And he just becomes more creative every time I come across his page. It's just something else that just knocks your socks off and be like, what? How is that possible? So please go check him out on every platform. He has everything to make you be like, yep, I need to step my game up. So I'm just basically redoing one of his looks. And right now I'm taking a liner brush or a pencil brush, taking a little bit of the NYX Jumbo White pencil, putting it on the brush and basically mapping out the shape of what we're going for today. And I'm just connecting the loops, making sure that everything is pretty much measured out the way that I seen him do it. He does have a minute tutorial on his page on Instagram, and I'm kind of following that basically off of memory because I normally have some type of reference to go up on, but I didn't have it at the time. So right now I'm reapplying that and flaring out the loops so we can have a better base that is smooth and even, so we can add our colors to. And if you don't know by the brow, we're going to match my hair color, which is pink and yellow, but my hair actually in this video is peach, but it don't really matter. It still came out together kind of cute, so it still worked. But I'm just applying a little bit more product just to make sure that everything again comes out very nice, smooth and even. We want everything to be really crisp. Even though I have the gist of everything down as far as the shape goes, I still kind of question if it's large enough or if I'm moving it too far over. But trust me, towards the end, I kind of still redo it. These are the colors that we're going with today, and these are all of the products. Trust me, child, I ended up changing it like 4 or 5 times. Right now, we're going in with the Urban Decay, and I'm taking the Jilted from that palette and kind of giving it an outline, and I sped it up as you can see, because had I not sped it up, child, we would have been here forever. But I'm just taking it and lining all of what we've done after filling in the gaps and just going around and give us a nice clean setup. And it's not so much of the spillage of the colors that we're going to put on top, it's just to make sure that it's more noticeable when I add the colors around it, if that makes sense. We're going to flare it out just a bit, just to give more definition and depth to the look. Trust me, I know it don't look like it makes sense right now, but towards the end, it becomes a little bit better. And I'm kind of glad that I did it because it does add the depth that I needed for that particular look, just to make it sharp. Just to sharpen everything up. And just take a nice thin liner brush, because I used a lot of them for this look, and just go on the outline. Of course, this is optional, but I chose to do it because I know I was going in with different shades of pink. So that's more of a pinky purple. That's almost like the same shade of my brows in this look. But just to outline it, just to give more depth to the colors, because we do use shades and different pigments. And I'm going in with neon colors, more of the focus point of this look, and going over my brows again and everything, just to make sure that we have a nice even base. So after that, I'm taking a larger pencil brush and just flaring it out just a little bit more, because again, we're going to add neons to this. So just to give this look a little bit more depth and range of shade, we just gonna flare it out just a bit. And I use different colors even past that to flare it out just a little bit more. Now going in with the Take Me to Brazil palette, I'm going to use it with the yellow. And that yellow, you're going to see it. It's a very nice yellow, but compared to the neon, child, it looked like it's almost an orange. Because that neon is very zesty, as you can tell by the color name. It is very zesty yellow. That bright neon is there, honey. And this is almost like a golden lemon, I guess, yellow. And I added it to the look to, again, add depth to it. And it gives it more of a shade. And I actually like how it came out. This is me going off of a whim, kind of making the look my own, because when he did it in all one color tone. So it was different shades of blue compared to me doing two different colors and adding the shades to it. So that's kind of going off of a whim. And I'm just pushing or patting the neon yellow on top of what we've already done. And as you can see, I kind of like it because it kind of reminds me of graffiti. Like the graffiti art you'll see downtown on trains and buses and stuff. That's why I kind of like it. So the two different yellows going back and forth kind of gave me that look. And now I'm following it with that pink. Again, this is why I did the flare of the purple, because I didn't want to make everything just very, very bright. I wanted the depth of color to go back and forth between the two to kind of blend a little bit better. I think at this point, I'm still questioning the shape, if I could have went bigger or not. I end up taking it down or flaring out the loops a little bit more, if that makes sense, on the ends, because I had a lot of eye space. I was just trying to keep it small. And as you see, I'm going in and cleaning it up. So I'm taking a Q-tip and a little bit of makeup remover. Trust me, it wasn't as hard and as you think it might be. So I'm just cleaning it up, making sure I don't have any residue of the cleaner left on there. And we're going to widen up the loops. I could have left it like that because, again, it just reminded me of graffiti and I really, really liked it. But we're going to enlarge the loops a little bit more and fill it in the way we did before. I did mess up on that particular end because there was color already on it. And me going back in with the jumbo pencil just to make the loops flare out more on my lid. Towards the outer third of my eye, it kind of messed up because there was already that yellow pigment towards the end. So it kind of made just a little bit of a gap. So I would recommend you just taking it completely off, just to make sure that it's like very, very clean. So we don't have that for you. But for me, again, I was just going off of a whim just to see how it would look, because I wanted to do something crazy. I haven't done like a pink lemonade look in a while. So I wanted to really, really get into it with this one. Going back in, packing in that color. And you don't need a lot because it's a loose pigment. And child, that pigment is pigmenting. It is very, very loud. Going in, sharpening up as much as I need to. Taking that yellow from the Take Me to Brazil palette by BH and filling in the shaded parts, kind of blending them in. And as you can see, that small bit of a gap I mentioned earlier on the outer third. And I'm just going in and just shading it in. And I go back and forth between the two colors just to give me a nice color blend. And I just really like it. It really reminds me of graffiti that you would see on a train or a subway or something like that. Like on the side of a building. I just really dug it that day. And I wear crazy colors and crazy color combos anyway. So for me, I was just having fun. Just to make sure that my steadiness of my hand was doing what it needed to do. I'm trying not to disturb the base so much. And of course, what I do to one side, we have to do to the other. And I'm finishing off the face with my favorite combo, the 322 and the 330 from Maybeline FitMe in matte. I love that foundation. Like, that is one of my favorites. And I'm going in with a light eye. And I know a lot of people will be like, why are you going in with such a light eye? Or under eye, because we have a lot of bright colors, child. I got to make sure that, I know you already see it, but to complement, balance the face out. And trust me, it don't stay that white or light, because once I put that Huda Beauty and Blondie, because that's more of my shade, it tones it down just a bit. It just gives me the right amount of brightness to emphasize the look without making it look ghostly for under eye, if that makes sense to anybody. I'm pretty sure it does, because y'all been rocking with me for a while, so you know how I do. And you know I have a saying, once it's wet, it has to set. So we're going in with that translucent powder, making sure that everything is set. And I'm taking a little bit of color, adding it underneath the eye as well, making sure that everything is tied together. Following that, y'all know I do this for y'all. I do this for y'all. I don't like blush. I don't like blush. I don't know how many times I got to say that, but I need y'all to really understand. As you can see it on my face, I don't like blush. I use it because when emphasizing the color, it just does something for me. Like it makes the color or the look pop more, but I really don't wear blush on a regular basis. And I'm going in with the ZULU palette from Juvia's Place as a contour to warm the face back up, because of course we lightened it. So we got to add a little bit more emphasis to it. Going in with another Juvia's Place palette. This is the OG palette. And I'm using it for that particular color because I'm using it as a highlight. I love how it looks. It gives that nice pink twinkle to it. And it just, everything. As a highlight girl, I'm a highlight girly. I'm not a blush girly. But any emphasis or sparkle I can add to a look, I'm going to try to add it. And as you can see within the gaps, girl, as much as I can put it in there, I'm going to try to put it in there as much as I possibly could, just dabbing away. Because it just adds so much love to the looks. It's the details, baby. Yeah, bam. I'm glad I put the blush because it did give more emphasis to the highlight. I'm more of a highlight girly. I don't like blush. I don't like blush. So we're going in with a nice lip combo. We're going in with a maroon, well, not so much a maroon, a burgundy and a pink combo to the lips. And of course, we're going to finish that off with a little gloss from E.L.F. The little sparkle. I like glitter. I like sparkle, y'all. Those who don't know, this is who I'm talking to. Because for those who've been rocking since, the days before, y'all know I am good for a good sparkle. And lately these lashes been tacking on real good. They haven't been giving me trouble like they did for the last couple of videos. So I added a little couple, freckles here and there, but this is pretty much the look. Y'all let me know if I did okay to say this was my first time doing an eccentric look like this. I love it. I really did like it. It gave me so much graffiti New York vibes. I really loved it. I feel like a fairy, as you can tell, and I'm trying to blur out the freckles just to make it look more natural. But thank y'all for rocking, and I'll catch y'all next time.